All right, I can't wait to see the top 5 of all these
five.
Yeah, so good. I'm actually really curious because I was so surprised by a couple of these. I have no idea what's coming up next.
Yeah.
Like, wow, good taste, guys. What happened to your fan base?
Well, there's still 5 more days left to disappoint you, Mekkah. So don't.
But Ford has already been there.
But he was really low down the list, so.
He's still in there, like, holy shit.
I mean, there's like now we're moving into the top 5, and I honestly like this is where we probably will like start to guess to see if we can
so
like
much Radiant Dawn, so much FE4.
Yeah, I am gonna like there's like 3 characters I had. Like I'm gonna.
Oh right, we were gonna guess, but you haven't told me how this works yet. How are we gonna guess? Are we just gonna guess a unit each day or something?
Guess a unit each day, and then if we get a point, we get a point or something similar to our MVP.
So many possibilities, though.
Yeah, I mean we're probably gonna be 0-0, or we can. You know what? Let's guess 3 characters each.
3 characters, and then if any of them are right, you get a point.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Okay, I will start off with I will the one who does the introductions can begin. So.
Okay, so that's me then.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so do I get say 1 or say 3?
You say 3.
Okay, so Geb, Amelia, and did we have Nino yet? I can't.
We've had. Have we?
I don't think we've had Nino.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't know. I don't know if your fan base likes Nino enough, though.
We talked about Nino a lot in a Canas video, but we haven't.
Yeah, but somehow Nino always comes up. Okay,
Yeah.
so Geb, Amelia, Nino is what I'll say today.
I'm actually gonna go even more mainstream than that. I'm gonna go Ike, Hector, and Eliwood. Because I'm just expecting the Lords.
Those are smart too. Those are smart too.
Yeah, because like the Lord should. I know that Ike, Hector, Eliwood, maybe not Eliwood, but Ike and Hector, if they're not on the top 5, I'm seriously wondering what's wrong with people.
For sure.
All right, so let's open up the latch and see who it is. And we have okay, yeah, okay.
Really? Oh, damn! I was so close to saying her too.
Oh my god!
Well, not really.
I can't believe I didn't think of Jill. That's such an obvious choice. I guess you're not alone, Mekkah.
Why is she above Har? Most people like Har better, I find. Well, I guess she's.
I always had the no. I always thought people liked Jill more than Har. Like the Hill versus. Hill versus
Jar the Page. Jar Jar Binks. Jar Har Binks.
Hello there.
You sound in big trouble now.
Har Binks. That's such like if you could do like PMEs of Radiant Dawn, that'd be such a cool edit. Oh my god, the nightmare. So yeah,
Thank God he died like halfway through.
I always assumed that people liked Har better as a gameplay unit, but they like Jill more because she's cute. And people like units that can promote rather than... I mean, Har can also promote.
But Jill can promote twice.
Yeah, twice the fun, you know? And she joins earlier, which people like.
Yeah, earlier, like... I mean, chapter number wise, I don't know. I think Har is more available. But yeah. Sure, I mean, Jill gets... I mean, most people don't finish games, so I guess the earlier you join, the higher chance that people actually get to see you.
I'm starting to wonder if, like, I still think she is 5 stars, but I am wondering if, like, the insane amount of, like, favoritism you give her in terms of stat boosters. I mean, I wonder if there's, like, another unit on the Dawn Brigade that could perform equally well with that treatment.
There's no one who can perform equally well with that treatment, but the question is how much, and without getting too technical here, how much credit you're willing to give to units when using those resources, and how much opportunity cost you think those resources are. I don't think the opportunity cost is huge when you're playing efficiently, because the only way you're playing Radiant Dawn anywhere near efficiently is by making full use of Jill. But if you're a more casual player, you're going a little bit slowly, you won't mind using someone like Nolan or even Aaron or something, and in that case, you might want to divert some stat boosters to them and use them a little more. In that case, Jill doesn't look nearly as impressive. So it really depends on your playstyle, which is really weird because I never really think that playstyle should be a factor in unit ratings. But I can see why that's such a big disparity between me rating Jill just 5 stars straight out of the bat and someone else going like, well, she doesn't impress me as much.
You said it really well, and that's why I think if I were to rate Jill in a casual light for like newer players, I think I would have given her 4 stars and not 5.
Maybe in a hard mode playthrough, but the thing is, if a new player is playing Radiant Dawn, they're playing normal mode, and in those modes Jill gets like a lot better, because a while back I played hard mode again on Radiant Dawn and I realized, wow, Jill really is a lot worse on hard mode. She's still 5 stars, but she's still like your best bet for, you know, efficiency's sake. But I can see the disparity, but normal mode Jill is like a world different from hard mode Jill. And also transfer Jill is like really different from not transfer Jill. So there's a lot of different variations of Jill and Radiant Dawn. That's why people have such big different opinions. And like for Path of Radiance, Jill, because I didn't really say a whole lot about that. She's like, yeah, she's later than Marcia, so she's probably worse. But at the same time, she's still like her growths are still really good, and there's so much bonus experience. Maniac mode might have given you a little bit of a bad impression of her because there's like no bonus experience to go around. Hard mode, I think, is like again a lot more generous to Jill, easier to get her up to speed. And once she gets doubling, once she has a good forge, a non-racist one preferably, she's pretty good. But I can see why she's a little bit late for most people. At the same time, she is right here in their top 5, so I assume a lot of people have used her anyway and liked her.
Yeah, I think, like, yeah, what you said, unit that joins early, you know, good potential, flyer, good class, and all that. But I also think just her design is the reason why people love her so much. People really love redheads, and they really. One thing I've noticed is girls with very like big ponytails are also extremely popular. Like think of all the like the Ishtar, Lynn.
She has the Titania factor. She's like badass looking with an X and red hair.
Yeah,
there's no way to make Jill not look badass. Apparently, every single picture of her is cool.
Like, have you noticed how good the Tellius games were at designing armor?
Yeah, they were very tasteful, but very badass looking. Very practical, too. Just really lovely.
Someone pointed this out, actually. Can you think of a simple or a single really bad Tellius character design?
Well, I think Meg's is bad on purpose. Like, it looks clunky, but I think it's still fitting for her character, and it's still practical enough to be realistic, so no.
Yeah. No,
I can't really think of a bad one. I mean, Mia's not wearing any armor. That's probably a cause for concern.
No, but I'm talking about like bad, like ugly design.
Yeah, I can't think of any like Fates or Awakening to your armor designs.
No, they really went all out on the design front, and I just like when I look at Jill, she's like such a well-designed character, really well designed. Like her cipher art is amazing, her hairstyle is amazing, and I also like how they actually. I like how they included the mounts in some of the earlier artworks. They don't really do that anymore, and I think they
do it a lot for the older games with like for almost every Wyvern rider. I noticed this. There's always a Wyvern in their artwork because it's such a huge part of the character usually.
It is, and most of them actually have names. So you usually have to like read the books and stuff to find out what their name is because they don't usually say it. But all of the like Har even talks a lot to his Wyvern in his death quote and stuff. He actually talks directly to his Wyvern. He's like, sorry for being such a burden. You can rest now. And it's like. Aww. You know, for those of you who have seen Har's death quote, I know there's not a lot of you out there.
Everyone who's watched your videos has seen Har's death quote. Thanks.
I don't know. It seems like they closed it. So yeah, guys, tell us your stories about Jill. Why do you like her? Is she just attractiveness, or is there any other factors behind it? What do you like about her? Or if you don't like Jill, let us know about that too. I mean, I imagine there's a lot of you guys who really like doing the Jill versus Har debates. So go ahead. I mean, we've done other stupid debates on this channel before. So yeah, go ahead and say Jill and be wrong.
I guess 5 stars changed my mind.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow with the 4th most popular unit. Still 0-0, Mekkah. I'll see if any of us gets a point before the end.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.